Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Welcome to The Positivity Push with Antonio Santoro. And y'all see my guest right here. Miss Alicia, she's back, y'all. She is back. She's back. She's back. And I'm getting text messages. There we go. So good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
What's up? So y'all know what to do. When y'all come on in, y'all go ahead and share this broadcast right now. And we will get this thing started in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Good morning, Latrice. Hello, Winston. Thanks for joining me. Good morning, Waking Up and Winning. It's going to be a great show. We're talking about a couple things this morning. We're talking about the push will pay off. That blessed my soul right there. And then we're also going to continue this whole walk down truth lane. We're going to be talking about truth and how we can finish up this year maximizing our life through truth. So it's going to be good stuff, y'all. I am excited. You feeling good this morning?
I'm feeling amazing.
Good. All right. So share this broadcast. That's what we're doing. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Brenda, my mother. Rocco, say good morning to the people.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. Here we go. Rocco, say good morning to the people. There we go. All right. So, thank you guys again for joining. Are we good? Are you good with your seat, all that stuff?
It's about 10 seconds fast.
Really? Huh.
If
Thank
it
you
holds.
thank you for fixing that. It may be again the battery or something like that.
Let's see. But you can always look at that computer.
Yeah, and I've got my stuff. So my mom says good morning, Rocco. My mother says yes. He says good morning. Good morning, Tina Walker. Oh wow,
Hi, Tina.
we're starting this already. All right, here we go. Y'all know what that is. It's time. Share this broadcast. Good morning. Welcome to your winning wake up call, The Positivity Push with Antonio Santoro, live on 103.5 FM WCOM, Chapel Hill and Carrow's Community Radio. It's 8 a.m. and it's time to be great at 8 with the Positivity Push with Antonio Santoro. We have an incredible show ahead with my guest Alicia Foust. We're going to be talking about the push will pay off. So y'all stay tuned. While you're at it, join us in the studio on the Facebook page, The Positivity Push. You're going to see this multi-million-dollar face. You just click that and like it, and you can join us in the studio this morning from 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, 103.5 FM WCOM. All right. Good morning to everyone. I hope all is well. We are so glad you're here to join us this morning. This is the familiar face of Alicia Foust. I am super glad she's here. She was like my 5th or 6th guest. She has been with me since the beginning, an incredible support. So anytime I get a chance, if it fits in her schedule, I try to say, come on in. You know, I love what she imparts and her wisdom. She has, she is so gifted. She's so gifted. And she's taken. Y'all see this? Put your shades on because this woman is taken. She is accounted for. She's taken.
And he's
y'all.
with us this morning.
Is
Hi,
he?
Michael.
Hello, Michael, the lucky, blessed man.
Good morning, sweetie.
Yes, good morning. Thanks for waking up and winning. Listen, I'm so happy for her. She just recently got engaged, and just a few weeks ago, right? Yeah. And I'm just like, So happy for her. So happy for her. Yeah, y'all. Thank you guys for joining us. If you've not shared this broadcast, I need you to go ahead and share. I need you to go ahead and share this broadcast. Click share, and we're gonna get this on and popping. Michael says she belongs to me. All right, we got you. You've marked your
Yes, I do.
You've marked your territory. You're good. Listen, I got you, sir. I got you. But no, this is awesome. I love it. Love it. So thank you guys again for joining us.
Yes, thank you for getting up so early. It's 5 o'clock in California.
Oh my gosh.
And he's up.
In California?
Yeah, he's in California
All
this
right.
morning. So
early will we seek him, right? Early.
That's love right there.
That's it.
5 a.m.?
Yes,
yeah,
it
that's
is.
love right there.
So thank you for joining us, Michael. And so we've got the West Coast tuning in. If tell us where you're viewing from. Everybody tell us where you're viewing from as well. And we'll give you a shout out. Throughout the show, feel free to comment, provide questions. That's what my guest is here for. My guest is here to help you all with your strategies on how to maximize the rest of this year. That the push will pay off, y'all. So that's what she's here for, and we're going to collaborate to ensure that you are pushed into positivity this morning. So thank you guys again. If you've not shared this broadcast, do so we can push out the positive vibes this morning. Yeah, go ahead.
And please bear in mind, this is Marketplace Ministry. So if he does not call me apostle, nobody get offended.
right.
This is Marketplace.
Yes.
So we have to be able to be in different venues and different arenas to represent Jesus Christ.
That's right.
So nobody get offended if he doesn't call me apostle. He respects me
Yes.
highly.
Yes.
This is Marketplace Ministry. So keep that in mind, okay, y'all?
Thank you.
Thank
for that.
you.
Yes, thank you for that. We got Jacksonville, Florida in the house.
Yes.
Garner, North Carolina in the house. Thank you guys for joining us. Yes, I hold her to a high esteem and respect her, and I do appreciate her maturity in ensuring that there's a delineation between ministry and marketplace. There is a line between you know, if she's in the boardroom, she's not gonna be called apostle, you know,
Right.
but yet we're called to that, you know,
Right.
and that's but I do know her calling, and I'm grateful for it. So yeah, y'all, I'm super excited you guys are here to join us, and
Hi, Tarsha,
it's good
Angela.
stuff. It's good stuff.
Thank y'all so much for joining us
Yes,
so early this
it
morning.
is.
Garner, North Carolina in the house.
Yes, in the house, y'all.
American Canyon, California.
Yeah. So good. Yep. Oh. It's my birthday month, y'all. In a couple weeks, it's gonna be my birthday.
Hot dog.
I know. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm like in my 30s now. 31. I can't say that,
my.
you know. So 31.
I'm 44, so.
Well, you know, beautiful. Looking like she's 29.
I received that.
There you go.
I received
All right, y'all.
that.
Let's get this
All right.
popping. All right, if you've not shared, do so. And that was Together Again by the Miss Janet Jackson. And the reason why I played that is because myself and my guest, we are together again this morning. I am so grateful to her. Alicia Foust is in the building. I'm about to talk with her in a second, but let me just go ahead and welcome all the listeners this bright Saturday morning on 103.5 over the airwaves for your dose of positivity. Thank you for joining me, and not just the listeners, the viewers as well, on the Positivity Push page, on Facebook, and you can tune into the studio with us. While you're at it, visit thepositivitypush.com for more information and to connect with your host, Antonio Santoro. If you want to sponsor this show, feel free to click Contact Me, and you can become a show sponsor with our show sponsor packages. And you can have your ministry, your business, your name, your event shouted out over the airwaves and on all social media platforms, and it will be good for you. If this is your first time tuning in, the Positivity Push wants to welcome you to the most positive place on the planet, located in the corner of Chapel Hill and Carborough. This is your Feel Good Fix. This show and movement is to inspire, encourage, and empower you through various interviews and uplifting music. And I want to thank you guys again for joining us this morning. Y'all, she's back. She's back in the house, and I am so grateful for it. The Positivity Push wants to welcome back a powerhouse of a guest. She was one of my first guests and has been such a supporter of the Positivity Push since then. Alicia Foust is in the building. She is a mother, naturally and spiritually, a mentor, a powerful leader, a minister, an entrepreneur, an advocate. She was a guest on my 6th show back in March of this year, and I had to have her back on. She is like a sister and a friend, and I am Antonio Santoro, my friend.
Yes,
my friend.
Antonio Santoro, my friend.
I love it. She's highly in demand. I mean, she was just in Texas just a few days ago. She was in Atlanta, Georgia, and got back last night and decided to come on over here to Chapel Hill in Carborough, here in North Carolina. So she's here with us this morning, highly in demand, and I'm so grateful that she's graced us with her presence this morning. And that speaks of the influence that she has, that speaks of the impact that she makes. And again, it also speaks on the life that she's lived, right? The demand is a result of what she's been through, her experience. If you want to hear her story, the show back in March was a survivor's song. And she spoke of her story about how she survived some things and how she bounced back from that. So check that show out. I may post it again. But again, she's in demand, and I'm so grateful she's here. And as I mentioned on Facebook Live, she's newly engaged. So sorry, brothers. She's newly engaged. And I'm so happy for her. Congratulations. Alicia, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Antonio Santoro, my friend.
I'm so glad you're here again. You, again, provide such wisdom and insight. How you feeling this morning?
I feel amazing this morning.
Yeah.
I'm in a great mood. It's a great day to have a positive push.
Yes, that's
so
right.
I'm excited about being with you and just really proud of the things that you have accomplished. I'm just really proud of you. So keep pushing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So y'all, you're in for a treat because again, as I mentioned, she's providing great wisdom as we talk about the push will pay off. We're going to talk about that after this next song, Unbreakable Smile by Tori Kelly. I played this back when she was a guest earlier this year, and I love this song. She loves this song. So I was like, let's play it again. So let's do Unbreakable Smile by Tori Kelly. All right.
I love this song.
Yeah, so good.
It's been my alma mater ever since you
There you
here.
go. There you go. Unbreakable Smile.
Yes, indeed.
So you can't let your smile break, y'all. You
Can't.
can't. I mean, nobody has that power to break your smile. I was speaking with somebody earlier this week, and I was doing a coaching call for somebody. And I, without giving any details because it is confidential, but again, like we give people so much power to alter our emotions, alter our demeanors and behaviors, and you got that power. You have the choice. You have the choice to smile. So I want you guys to smile this morning. If you're not smiling right now, go ahead and just put a smile on, show them pearly whites, and just feel good this morning. Feel good this morning. So yes. By the way, if you're not following, I know, again, she's got great influence. So many of her followers are joining in this morning. Thank you all again. If you are not following the Positivity Push, feel free to like the page.
Yes.
I try to inspire and encourage you throughout the week, and hopefully you'll get something out of this morning's show and then the other ones as well. So thank you again, Latrice, Brenda Thompson. Yeah, good morning. Michael is smiling. I like it. Showing them pearly whites. All right. Yeah,
this song is amazing. I had to download. I went and bought it. I went on iTunes and bought it, and I play it just about every other day.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It is. It's such a. She's incredible anyway, but this song really does have some great meaning. Happy blessed Super Saturday to you both. Thank you
Hi,
so
Shay.
much.
How are you?
Tanya, thank you for joining us. All right, I'm loving the smiles, y'all.
Smile Ministry. Y'all know how we
right.
do.
Smile Ministry. That's right.
Hey, Elder Porter.
There you go. Good morning, bro. Good morning, Apostle. Good morning, sir.
Hi,
Pamela.
Miss Pamela Strong. Love you.
And there's my mother, Brenda Murray Santoro.
Hi, Mother Brenda.
There we go, Brenda. So I hope you guys are doing well this morning. Again, get the crust out of your eyes and y'all just smile this morning. It's a good day. You've got purpose. You got an assignment. You got something to do today. And there's something for you that's in store for you as well. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So I didn't put this in the questions, but I'm gonna be talking about It's Mine in 9 challenge. It's pretty much what am I birthing this month? What is it that I'm doing? So I may be asking you, what is it that you're birthing?
Okay.
Yep, Smile Ministry, on point. Yeah. All right, y'all.
I love this song.
I know. It's awesome. And that was Unbreakable Smile by Tori Kelly. You're listening to The Positivity Push on 103.5 FM WCOM. And I've got my guest in here. Alicia Foust is in the building. Again, good morning.
Good morning, Antonio.
All right, so let me go ahead and get this out of the way. I've known Alicia for about almost 2 years now. We initially connected through social media, the power of social media, and again, her influence. And eventually met at her launch of her church, Transformed by Truth, in Jamestown. She is active in ministry, and I've utilized her personally as I went through my own restoration process. She's not only a minister, but a coach and provides different perspectives of life's ups and downs. As I mentioned, she has major influence on social media and tears up those social media streets. And again, I'm so grateful for her and the truth that she walks in. That's so powerful. We were just talking about that prior to the show starting, about how we must walk in truth. We must walk in truth. So let's start this show off with the It's Mine in 9 challenge. If you've been following the Positivity Push, we know that we try to have a challenge throughout every month. And this month, it's Mine in 9. Before we jump in, we know that this 9th month is September, and we have a September challenge called It's Mine in 9. What is yours this month? What is yours this 9th month? What are you birthing? Are you birthing a book, a program, a ministry, a business, a new recipe, a new invention? Whatever it is, I want you to be committed to starting something new this month. Be committed to starting something new. For myself, as many of you all know, I'm a transformation coach, certified in that. And I just launched a program called Resilient Royalty. Did you know that you have victory and royalty in your DNA? Did you know that you are a king's kid? Did you know that you are a royal priesthood? Well, if you didn't know that, if you realize that you may have fallen off the wagon or life's blows just hit you a little too hard, but you can control how you bounce back, this program is for you. It's a 5-week virtual course. It's including journal prompts, meditative text messages, a private community, and as a bonus, a one-on-one with me for a coaching session. So, which again costs, that coaching session is actually more than the whole package itself. So I've extended the early bird rate for this weekend. I will post the link. It's bit.ly /RR course. I'll post that. That's what I'm birthing, because again, I want to help people bounce back. Listen, I mean, we've had experiences where life has hit us, and again, helping someone come back up to their royal rank is what we're called to do. We can't walk over the wounded anymore. People do that a little too much, and don't get me started on that. But what are you birthing? What are you birthing? People that are watching on Facebook Live, people that are listening on 103.5, tell us, what are you birthing? Alicia, what are you birthing in this month, in this season?
This month, I'm actually birthing an apostolic hub.
Okay.
I'm going to be putting together a culture for people who are gifted but do not have anybody to teach them. A lot of people are very gifted, they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So you want to create an opportunity for them to come in a culture that is very celebratory,
Yes.
accountable, and actually give them that push to really execute what they've been called to do.
Sure.
Some people know they have this something powerful, but what do I do with it? What's
Right.
my next step? And so we need some coaches, we need some mentors. A lot of people are in this field that you just embarked upon, but they're not really developing the people.
Sure,
They're
sure.
taking their money,
Yeah.
but they're not making an investment
That's
back into
right.
the people. So we just want to create a culture that is celebratory, that holds them to a level of accountability,
Yeah.
and actually they'll get to see themselves manifest what they've been carrying all this
So
time.
true.
And then it also creates an opportunity for them to network with other gifts. So that gives them exposure, and it gives them a community outside of the hub that they can be accountable, have fellowship, and keep each other
I
encouraged and
love
going.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. For those that don't know, you said this is an apostolic hub.
Yes.
Can you just break down very briefly what does that entail? What is an apostle, and then how is this an apostolic hub?
Okay. Well, an apostle is somebody that God sends to equip,
Okay.
to make sure that everybody has the same message across the board. And so apostles are to teach, they are to birth out, they are to establish, they are to send out. So because they are the sent ones, so you can't be sent out, you can't send anybody out if you haven't been sent yourself.
That's it, that's
you
it.
are what you are what you do. So the hub means it's a place where they come and get trained, they come and get equipped. It's just a place where different gifts, it doesn't have to be preaching gifts, it can be administrative,
Sure.
Gift of helps, outreach ministries, how to develop those things, how to get them up and running, what type of resources do you need to get things done, to give them liaisons to resources
That's
to help
awesome.
them get stuff outdone. So it's a holistic approach,
That's awesome.
but it's outside of the church. It gives them a relaxed environment to be equipped, to go forward with what they're called to do, and also connect them to other people that can
Yes.
help them, because what I don't have, somebody else does.
That's it.
So it gives them a community to connect with other people who may have what they need. We have people that just called to finance people's dreams. But if you never meet them, how you gonna know?
That's it.
So it's just, that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's awesome, and I think that's what we all need. We don't, again, I think that's important to have someone that provides that opportunity to learn and be equipped and grow. And so at the end of the program, she will plug that on how you can get connected, and I'll post that on the social media as well, so that you can plug in to the Apostolic Hub. And yeah, so again, I'm super glad that everybody's joining in this morning on the Positivity Push. Thank you all again. When I approached Alicia this week during our pre-program call, I asked her, because again, she is so in tune with the times and seasons, where we are. She knows the good, the bad, and the ugly of kind of where we are. She looks at the divisiveness within our world. She also looks at the positive things and the mentality of people, because again, that's who she deals with every day on a daily basis, is people. So she sees trends and patterns and behaviors. And as I was speaking with her, I was like, okay, what is it that you think the viewers and listeners should know in this time and season? And I love what she said, because it blessed me. I was like, all right, this is going to be a show for me. It's going to make me happy. So she said the push will pay off. The push will pay off. And we must maximize these days in order to finish strong. We're about to approach in the natural year the last quarter and of the year. And we always talk about during this time, finishing strong. But what about maximizing those days so that you don't have to sweat so much in that last quarter? What can you do now so you can kind of, be at peace and be at rest gliding into next year? So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. The push will pay off. Alicia, what's that mean? What does that mean to you?
Well, Antonio, a lot of people are discouraged right now because they feel like they should be a lot further than they are. There's some things that they have vowed to themselves or resolved to do at the beginning of the year that they still have not accomplished.
Sure.
And so they feel like, well, I'll just wait and do it next year. But you're not promised to see 2019. So it's imperative that we use this last quarter to push through, because it still can happen. It still can happen. And sometimes we allow people to talk us out of our destiny, talk us out of our dreams, and we get around the wrong people. We say it, we talk to the wrong people, and they will discourage us. And so we say, well, you know what? Because we have so many idols in our lives.
Yes, we do, whether we're aware or not. That's right.
And so when that idol says, I don't think it's a great idea, then we just totally dismiss it. And we're like, well, never mind, I'll just do it another time. Or you get discouraged. You could be so excited about it. You tell one person that doesn't agree, and it kills your momentum.
That's it.
Because we allow it. And so I want people to understand that even though we're in the last quarter, it still can happen.
That's right.
And so the push is going to pay off if you're willing to push.
That's it. That's it. And what's that require? What's when we say to push? I mean, we know the positivity push is really pushing those positive vibes out there and really pushing into that positive life you're called to live. But I want to ask you, what is when you say the push will pay off? What are we pushing? What are we doing? What is our behavior, our mentality in this time?
But when I looked up what definition of push was, as we know, it's a transitive verb.
Okay.
But one of the definitions that I really love, it says to press against with force in order to drive.
That's it. That's it.
Why do we allow people to get in our car and put us out of the driver's seat?
Right.
Your dream is your vehicle.
That's it.
That vision is your vehicle. So why would you allow somebody to push you out of the driver's seat and pump the brakes when you were actually in motion towards what you dreamt about, what you were excited about? And so we have to press against with force. We have to let people understand and know, just because you can't see it doesn't mean I can't have it.
That's right.
And you have to remember what you heard, what you saw, until it's in your hand.
That's it. That's
and
it.
so we really have to understand it means to thrust forward. It means to cause to increase.
Yes.
When you push yourself towards what you have been dreaming about, your vision and your goal, it brings increase to you. People are broke because they're not pushing.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
God gives us ideas. The scripture says he gives us the power to get wealth.
That's right.
So that means he gives you an idea, which fuels you, which gives you power to pursue.
Yes.
He's empowered you to do that. God, he'll never give you something that you don't have the ability to do.
Yep.
That he doesn't want you to have. God is not cruel. He will not let you see it and not let you have it.
Right.
So we have to, first of all, we have to remember it's our dream. It's our vision. It's not theirs, it's yours. And so we have to stop letting people babysit our vision. We give it to them and say, hey, we think about this. And then we put it in their lap and they hold it and it's like, oh, it's cute, and hand it back. But when they were holding it, they put doubt on it. They put frustration on it. They put indecisiveness on it. They put double-mindedness on it. And now it's back in your hands and now you're confused.
That's it.
So we have to make sure that we understand it's our vision.
Yeah.
It's our dream. You know, he gave it to us. Number 2, be willing to do it alone. Some of the most influential people in this country are that way.
That's
because
right.
they did it alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't have an entourage.
Right.
The entourage comes later. That's what we forget. So we look at people, oh, they have a following. But Antonio, when I first started doing video blogs, I may have got 12 views.
Wow.
I may have had 2 people that would get on the conference line.
Wow.
But that didn't stop me because he gave it to me. I still had to be on there every day like clockwork. So then number 3, you got to be consistent.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent. If you're going to push, you got to be consistent. When somebody is birthing a baby, timing is everything.
That's it.
They can't afford not to push. They cannot afford to stall because it puts stress on the baby.
Baby, right.
So you have to consider what you're birthing before you consider your feelings.
Right.
It may be painful, you may be tired, but you got to consider that what I'm pushing out is depending on me.
That's it.
Not to stress it out.
That's it. That's it. So good. I'm telling you, that's the first question. And she's already dropping wisdom like that. What I love is that, again, it's pushing against with force. And the reason why we have to push against with force is because there is an opposing force that's going to try to rob you, steal your dream. And it's also going to tarnish, like you said, provide doubt and double-mindedness on your dream and vision. You got to push against that thing with force because, again, we take it by force. That's the bottom line. So I love that. Powerful. Again, there is still time. There's still time. This year is not over. Your dream is not dead. Your vision hasn't expired. There's still time for it to come to pass. I have mentioned already, if you follow me on my personal page, that a couple weeks ago I attended Dallas, Texas, the Millions Conference. And the registration had been open all year since January 1 for Dallas, Texas. But yet, the week of this event, and this was a Christian entrepreneurship conference as I'm building up my business, incredible, influential, notable people there. And God met every need. God opened up this door, provided me a ticket, flight, all that stuff. I was grateful for those that sowed into my dream. And that's the thing. Like, as I was sharing, I was like, if you want to just sow into this dream, by all means, I will pray over it and everything will be great. I love it. Thank you, God. And we're going to talk about dream killers. I mean, we're going to talk about that in a second. So there's those people that will really sow into it and help you birth it, be those doctors that will help you birth the baby. But there's also those people that will kill it, that will tarnish your dream. So you got to be mindful of that. I love that, what you said. Go ahead.
But you know what, Antonio, one of the things you also have to look for your purpose partners.
That's it.
Because the Bible says, know them that labor among you.
That's right.
And one night I was listening to my friend Maurice, because he's an entrepreneur himself.
Yes, that was
I was listening to him,
so awesome.
And it was just like, wait a minute. The Lord said, connect Antonio with him.
Wow.
And I said, okay. I said, I sent it to you
Right.
need to tune into this guy. That's all I knew. Had no idea it was going to yield all of that. But had I not known you and what you were doing and been concerned about your destiny and being a celebratory of what you were doing, then I wouldn't have known to connect you with him. And so you got to find out who your purpose partners
That's
are.
it.
Because sometimes you may not know who to go to, but somebody else will.
That's it. And that's what we have to pray for. We have to think that again, his ways are higher than our ways. And what I love, y'all get ready for this. She connected us. Again, she was being obedient. But this gentleman was talking about entrepreneurship and this program about, growing a business and this, that, and the other. That's probably where her mind was. Like, okay, Antonio's starting a business. I think they should connect. But the Lord allowed that to happen. How about I connect with this gentleman? He is a staff member for this Millions conference. And instead of me buying or renting out an Airbnb, he says, why don't you just stay at the hotel with me and just stay in my hotel room? So not only am I getting entrepreneurship, skills and tactics and strategies, I mean, again, the week of, right on time, she connected us. And again, it was his ways are higher than our ways. We don't even know.
God is amazing.
Yes, the connections and how things are so intricate. That was a blessing just in and of itself. Again, there were so many. But yeah, so let's just jump back into this. Again, don't grow weary in well-doing, y'all. You've still got time. People may have been hoping for a breakthrough or a new job. But again, I want to ask, what should that posture be in the mental state of this season? You said to push. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into this time stealers and destiny killers. When we were talking, she said, there's going to be these people, these time stealers and destiny killers. Who are these people? How can we recognize those people that are not purpose partners?
Well, a time stealer is very simple. This is somebody who takes up all your time to help them.
Yeah.
And never for you. You've already set up your day. I got this plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Well, you know what? Let's go here. Okay, so you've already set aside your time. You've got your schedule. I need to write today. I need to write at least 30 minutes. Or I need to set up a meeting. I need to call somebody. I need to make some connections. But here comes somebody just trying to divert your attention elsewhere. It's a time stealer. You have to, Facebook can be a time stealer if you don't know what you're doing. People's problems can be time stealers.
Yes.
Because every time that you get ready to launch out and do something for yourself, everybody now has an emergency.
That's it.
And so sometimes you have to just say, no, I have to be very adamant. This is the time I've set aside for this and not let things steal your time.
Yes.
Destiny killers are people who talk you out of your disciplines. It doesn't take all of that. You're too hard on yourself. It'll happen in time. But we have a time window. And sometimes we miss our provision. There's people waiting to finance your dream. But if you're not in place for them to find you, God didn't send them and say, well, I'm going to go to the radio station. Somebody's going to be there. I need you to help them. But if you're not here, then guess what? They're here, but you're not.
Right.
And so now you're frustrated at Applebee's with your best friend.
Right.
because you don't have provision for your dream when you're supposed to be here so they could find you. So you have to make sure that we don't deal with people who are always diverting us from our disciplines, our destiny, and our decisions that God has given us. We have to remain disciplined in order to be successful in anything that we do.
So true, so true. And without that discipline, again, we are wayward, y'all. We're wayward. And this is so good, y'all. The push will pay off. It will pay off. Do you understand? Again, the push is that press against with force, a thrust forward, a calls to increase. Powerful, powerful definitions. And this is the mentality we must have to push toward the mark of the high calling into this last quarter, y'all. This last quarter. Powerful stuff, y'all. I mean, you mentioned on the pre-program call that I think it was during prayer or something. You said the rest is history, but you said no, the rest is destiny. The rest is destiny. Talk about that.
We get so caught up in history that it offends our destiny. Because we look at how people have treated us in the past, we look at past experiences, we look at other people's failures in the past as history. But it's time to go to say the rest is destiny. Because we say it all the time, oh, I did this, and the rest is history. Well, that means it's past tense. It has no relevance.
Right.
It's no longer valid. It's just a memorial. But it's time to create some moves and stop looking at memorials.
That's it.
And this is why the rest is destiny. The rest of your life is towards your destined place. It's not history. Now, we can appreciate it, we can look at it and study it, but at the end of the day, history is always an enemy to the destiny.
Wow.
Because people are so stuck in the past and looking at how other people failed at it or nobody was successful at it, but who's to say they were mimicking what you said, but it wasn't for them.
Right.
They just wanted to try to beat you at doing it, but it's very short-lived. And that's how you know it's destiny, because it's never short-lived.
Right.
People start and don't finish. It's because it was not their destiny. They were just trying to implement something, be innovative, or trying to program something, but it wasn't assigned to them.
Yes.
Because if you look at Jesus' example, nobody could have done what he did.
Right.
Because one of the definitions to push is to press or urge forward to completion. To completion. And so people who don't complete stuff, it's not their destiny.
Yes.
But your destiny will wake you up in the middle of the night. It'll keep you going. You'll say you want to quit, but you find yourself doing it anyway. So that's why I say the rest is destiny, not history.
Yes.
Don't let history be an enemy to your destiny. History has its place, yes. But the time is now.
That's it.
It's a now season.
Yes.
And if you don't embrace now, you'll regret it later.
Yes. And I do want to say also, and tell me what you think, you know, if there's, say for example, you were in a particular profession for a minute, and then that stopped, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a part of your destiny.
Right.
You know, it's contributing to your destiny. Absolutely. All right. So just because it may have ended, and it is complete, it's still a part of your destiny.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Everything that happens in our life leads us to the right place.
Exactly.
Every experience, even down to the bad experiences, it still leads you to the destined place.
Yes.
I mean, I'm destined to be married, but I had to have my heart broken. I had to be embarrassed. I had to be cheated on. I had to be abandoned.
Yes.
All of that was a part of where I'm going to now, because now I can appreciate where I am. I can learn from those things, but I won't let them hinder my now.
Yes.
I'm not going to keep looking back at those things.
Right.
They made me, they shaped me, but however, now is a different season,
so
and I get to embrace my now. So every part of everything that happens in your life, from birth to death, it is a part of your life. Everything happens. It leads up to everything.
Destiny. That's right. Powerful. Powerful stuff, y'all. I mean, so good. We're gonna listen to Judea, which is actually a friend of hers. She knows him personally, and it's a song she introduced me to on one of her broadcasts. It's called We Here, and it's a good wake up and win song, y'all. So we're gonna tune in to We Here by Judea, and then we'll be right back with Alicia Foust, my guest, here on the Positivity Push.
Oh my God.
All right. Good morning, y'all.
If y'all see George, tell him he's being on the radio this morning.
That's right. We're recording. I'm going to record this. I need to tag him on Instagram or something. That's what I need to do. Does he have Instagram?
Yeah, he has a Judea page on Judea's on Instagram. Yes.
All right. Glance in the rearview mirror. Look forward through the windshield. That's right. Look forward through the windshield. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason.
Absolutely.
That's right. Go
Absolutely,
forward. That's
man.
right.
That's good stuff.
That's it. All right. We got Judea on the positivity push.
Yes, George Pettiford out of Roxborough, North Carolina.
Hey.
Love you, my friend. Had to give you a shout out this morning on WCOM.
That's right. We here. Hey. All right, y'all. Yes, Jane Jenkins, good morning. I love this. Brenda Thompson, yes, great show. It's easy when you have a great guest like this. It's easy. So usually I do 2 songs, but I'm not going to do that this time because I want to get back into the interview. So.
Sure.
Awesome information you're sharing. Yes, awesome. Michael says, great job, honey.
Thank you, love.
So, yes, so good morning to everybody again. If you've not shared this broadcast, what you waiting on? You need to spread the positivity this morning. It's time that people wake up and win. Allow people to know the power and the positivity within them. So let's do this. Praise the Lord. Good morning, positivity push. Good morning, Terry Harris. We here, y'all. I like this song. This feels good.
That whole CD is fire.
Wow.
It's called Serious. Go to iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon, download it.
All
Buy
right.
it.
Serious.
Judea, Serious.
Love it.
Shout out to MGM Music Group, North Carolina.
That's it.
Cedric Hester and
Come on.
George Pettiford.
We got to support each other. That's
Yes.
it. Purpose partners, y'all. All right, let's jump back into this. If that don't wake you up, I don't know what will. That was We Here by Judea, a local artist from Roxborough, North Carolina. And I'm here with my guest, Alicia Foust, here live on 103.5 FM WCOM, your community radio station here in Chapel Hill, Carborough on The Positivity Push. Join us on Facebook Live, The Positivity Push, and you can join us in the studio. So again, we've already had a powerful show, powerful show so far. As we're talking about, the push will pay off. It's not over, y'all. We still got some time in this year. So I want you guys to have a spirit of expectancy and anticipation for the remainder of this year. For anything can happen. The clock has not stopped. And we're shifting now. We're going to shift. As you guys know, if you watched my show last week, it was a powerful show where many people listened in, and I've gotten some incredible messages I'm so grateful for as they shared their truth and I shared my truth last week. It was my story. I've hid behind guests for so many times, but I felt the need that it was my time to share my story. And I give God glory for it, and I praise God for where He has brought me from. So we're going to continue, because that's really been heavy on my heart throughout this week. We're shifting the show into truth again, and how we can maximize our remaining days in 2018 with truth. I've mentioned before, we cannot move forward with fig leaves. The fig leaves were meant for the Garden of Eden, all right? We can't shine our light of positivity hiding behind fig leaves. So we got to take the masks off and be transparent and truthful. So, Alicia, you started a church in Jamestown, North Carolina, named Transformed by Truth, TBT. Right. And shout out to TBT watchers and listeners. So tell us about that. What does that mean, transformed by truth?
Well, the Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I preach and teach that if your mind is changed, your life will change.
That's it.
And so I know that a lot of people go to church, they go to counseling and different things like that, but you're never going to get to a place of freedom and liberty unless you tell the truth. And so the Bible says the truth will make you free, not set you free,
That's right.
but make you free.
That's it.
Because now the enemy or your foes or even your friends can't use that as a tool to manipulate,
That's it.
to control you, to keep you in darkness. And once you put the light on it, darkness has to flee.
That's it.
And so I just believe that if we tell people the truth, that yes, Jesus loves you. Yes, you have an amazing life. However, you're going to be tried. You're going to be tested, but it will be worth it.
So true.
So you have to tell the whole truth to make people free.
So true. The whole
Absolutely.
truth. That's the thing.
Yes.
Not parts of truth, not just fake news. Just give the whole truth. I mean, even in public relations, when we do crisis management, one of the very first things we're taught is to tell it all and tell it quick. And that means all the truth. Tell it all and tell it quick. So how can we maximize our truth? How can we learn to walk on our truth on a daily basis?
Well, the thing is, if you're honest with yourself, you'll make better progress. When you deceive yourself, you leave yourself in a false culture, a false life, a social media life, if you will.
Yep, with filters.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of filters. But walking in truth daily keeps you free and it keeps you honest. Because the more honest you are, the more profitable you'll be.
That's it.
And so sometimes when you're deceptive in one area, it'll trickle down in other areas. So it's best to just walk in truth all the time. So every area of your life will be clean,
Yes.
free to grow and prosper, and you won't have any tares in your field.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we sow tares in our own field by being deceptive.
That's it.
And so sometimes the enemy is in me. It's in us. And we have to be honest about that. And so sometimes we sow tares in our own field and we want to blame everybody else, but we weren't honest to begin with about how we were feeling, what we really wanted to do. We try to fit into the fantasy of what everybody thinks we should be instead of just being true to ourselves.
Yeah, and that's so true. And oftentimes last week, I shared some really ugly truths last week on the show. And I believe part of truth telling is knowing your defeats and your victories and celebrating those victories. We're so accustomed to looking at our limitations. We're so accustomed to looking at our inadequacies in life instead of the possibilities. And in Numbers 13, when they send the spies out to Canaan, I wanted to ask, are you looking at the grapes of blessing or the giants of Canaan? Like, what is your perspective? What are you looking at? And I believe this is a way we maximize our last days of 2018, owning our truth and seeing the possibilities rather than getting stuck with our defeats. What are your thoughts on this?
Defeats are supposed to make you, not break you.
That's it.
But we're so prone to be negative.
That's right.
You have to be intentionally positive.
Yes.
Because we live in a negative world, negative
Yes.
society, negative things. So to be positive means you have to be intentional. We look at Jesus' example. He had to be intentional.
That's right.
With everything he was being hit with, he had to be intentionally encouraging to others.
Yes.
Take care of other people. Denying himself, that takes intention. And a lot of people are not intentional.
That's it. And denying ourselves. I mean, that's the thing. So again, Charlene Clark says, what's the female guest's name? Her name is Alicia Foust. I'm going to get her to give you all the information. You've got to follow this woman. She's incredible. Now, usually I give my guests the questions before, but I did not give you these questions. These are rapid fire questions. Okay. So it's just pretty much, and they're deep. I'm going to be honest. They're deep questions.
Okay.
But just rapid fire, because I think there's so much power in simplicity as well.
Absolutely.
What's your personal soul practice?
Prayer. I have to pray every day. I need instruction. I need to know what to do, what to look out for, and to keep my mind.
I love it.
So prayer.
Love it. What do you know about prayer?
I know that prayer changes everything, including me.
How does it change everything?
Well, for one thing, it gives you insight.
Yes.
It helps you go around some detours. It helps you make better decisions. It helps you understand that you have to have God. You can't do this on your own.
That's
it makes you rely on Him totally.
Yes. What do you hold sacred?
What do I hold sacred? My relationship with God. My relationship with God is everything. I will not compromise anything for that.
Yeah.
That's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Anything that will interfere in my relationship with God is out the door. Including my fiance, I love him.
Yeah.
But if he makes me choose between him and God, he'll lose.
That's it.
I hold that sacred. I hold that sacred.
What is the greatest truth you embrace in your daily life?
The greatest truth I embrace daily in my life is that I am a female and I'm powerful. I'm the weaker vessel, but I still have strength.
Wow.
And I can do anything I set my mind to do that God has given me permission to do, no matter what society says.
Beautiful truth. Beautiful truth. These are some great questions for you all that are listening and viewing on the Positivity Push page to reflect on as well. So keep this in mind. Alicia, what is your definition of God?
Who defines God?
Right.
Okay, if I had to articulate it verbally, God is everything.
Yeah.
No matter where I go, no matter what I do, he's always there. He's never left me. People have walked out of my life, but God hasn't.
Yeah.
People have died and moved on, but he hasn't. He's consistent. He's faithful. He's just.
Yes.
He's gracious.
Yes,
I mean, he's given me blessings I don't even deserve. He's given me favor that's unmerited. But he's so kind and he's so considerate of me that he would bless me when I don't even feel like I deserve it. So he is just everything.
Awesome.
Everything.
I love it. Where do you feel most at home or at peace?
I feel most at home or at peace in the kitchen. I love to cook. I don't know, something about cooking just makes me very, very peaceful.
Yeah. Are you a baker or are you a cook? Like a chef?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all check her out for her menu. I love it. What's a lesson that has taken you the longest to learn?
That it's okay to be me. I lived the majority of my life trying to be a people pleaser, trying to be what they wanted me to be, trying to be accepted, trying to fit in, but I'm just peculiar, and it's okay.
Yes, we are peculiar, peculiar people. Last rapid fire question. Why are we all here?
We are here to make a difference. We are here to bring glory and honor to God's name.
Yes.
Whether you believe in him or not, he created you for his glory.
That's it.
Period.
Yes.
Everything that you do, he's going to get glory out of it. Even the bad stuff that you do, he's still going to get glory out of it. So we're here to glorify God.
Yes, and make a difference. I love that. I love that. Wow. See, that was good stuff, y'all. That was good. So, Alicia, we're going to jump right back in right after this song. And I want you to just wrap things up with a positive PowerPoint and how they can get in touch with you as well. So we'll be right back after this song, One Life with James Morrison. You're listening to the Positivity Push on 103.5 WCOM.
Okay, rapid fire questions.
I know. I didn't want you to think too much on those, but those were so good. They were so good and so deep. So, because again, it's like, it's one thing, yes, you're talking about yourself through these interviews, but this is like you, like you're like, what is your soul practice? What do you do every day, and it's just, it just really gives us a inside look on you, So I hope you guys are enjoying this show. We're about to wrap up in a few minutes. In about 5 minutes, we're wrapping up. And I hope you guys are liking this. Yeah, awesome show. If you guys have not shared this broadcast, do so. We got one life, y'all. One life. And you gotta live it. So yeah, again, Alicia has been an incredible guest. This is the second. Maurice Johnson, we were just talking about you,
Maurice.
Sir. Maurice, if you will, watch this replay because we were definitely talking about you. Kelly Crook says hello, Apostle Alicia.
Hi, Kelly.
Yeah. So thank you guys again.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us. Just awesome. Thank y'all. God is working on me. Thank you. Yes, and listen, let him work. Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, sissy, you look beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. So again, the premise of this whole show has been the push will pay off, and she's going to wrap things up with a positive PowerPoint. But we want you to know that God is a fourth quarter God. Yeah, yes, Miss Fletcher, she is. Yeah, check it out, Maurice. We love you, sir. We love you. And I can see you making that crying face right now. That's
Love
what
you,
that's
Mari.
what
So
do.
excited about what you're doing.
Yes, he's awesome.
If you are a millennial and you're looking to push a business out, whatever, connect with
Yes,
Maurice and
yes.
connect with Antonio.
Let's do it.
Connect with those guys.
Let's do it.
They're doing it. Great job. Kingdom Way, very integral.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. So, yeah, y'all. So good. But again, he's a fourth quarter God. I'm telling you, he can work things out just like that, y'all. Just like that. I mean, I needed this. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be very transparent because we're walking in truth. I needed this show this morning. I needed this show. I was like, God, things are getting tight in my life. But guess what? The push will pay off, you know? And I look at people that have been through, you know, true testaments, such as Alicia, that have been through the same journey I may have went through or going through in a lot of ways. And I just say, wow, you know, and it's inspiring. And then to walk in your truth. Walk in your truth, y'all.
Walk in it.
Yes. Maurice, we love you, bro. We love you. All right, y'all, we're wrapping this up. And that was One Life by James Morrison. You're listening to The Positivity Push with Antonio Santoro and my guest, Alicia Foust. Again, I am so super grateful for this woman. An hour just flies by and she just provides so much wisdom and insight in just an hour. I'm just like, I wish she could stay longer, and I wish this show was a little bit longer. But it's all good. She will be back again before we end this show one day, whenever we can fit her in. So Alicia, let's wrap this up. And I want to just ask you, what are some positive PowerPoints, some strategies or whatnot that the listeners and viewers can walk away with to walking into their positive life as we wrap up this show that really encompasses that the push will pay off?
I want everybody to understand that as long as you're living and breathing, it's attainable. It is obtainable. You can do it. As long as you're here,
Yes.
that you're one day closer to destiny. And I need you to understand, just because you mess up today doesn't matter. Wake up in the morning, you have another opportunity. Take advantage of the relationship. Take advantage of the fact that you've been entrusted with the assignment.
Yes.
Do it. Go for it. Even if you got to go by yourself, there's an audience waiting on us. That's the problem. We're trying to grab the warm market, as they tell us in multi-level marketing, but it's really your cold market is where you're most successful.
That's it.
I have found strangers have been kinder to me than people that I knew.
Wow.
And sometimes if there's an audience out there that you have no idea that's waiting on you, but you're not in place.
That's it.
And once you get in place, then people will come. Because they're looking for you, they just can't find you.
That's it.
So you got to get off the couch. You got to get out of those buddy packs. You got to get out of those cliques and stand alone and stand out so you can draw your audience to you.
That's it.
And listen, 2018 is not over.
No.
Take these months and build your momentum into 2019. If you do the work, if you persevere, you will have such a momentum in 2019 where folks are just getting started. You'll be already ahead of the game. So push. It's worth it.
So good. So good. Push, y'all. The push will pay off. The push will pay off. All right, y'all. Well, Alicia, thank you so very much for being on the Positivity Push.
Thank you for having me.
I'm telling you, I love this woman. She is my sister, my friend, and an incredible guest here on the Positivity Push. It has been a pleasure waking up with you winners this morning. I'm Antonio Santoro, your host. Again, Alicia, thank you for joining us on the Positivity Push live here on 103.5 FM WCOM Chapel Hill in Carborough's Community Radio. And on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to all those watching on Facebook Live right now. Thank you guys again for joining us this morning as we're pushing into our positivity. in our positive life. I will see you next week at the same time, 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. Be great today and this week, and always remember, be positive. Be positive. All right.
Good show.
Yes, it
Great
was.
answers.
Yes,
Great
she's
answers.
listen.
Yeah,
She's
no,
awesome. She is awesome. Alrighty. Let's wrap this up. Let me get out of your way, Rocco.
Okay.
Let me get out of your way, and then Alicia and I are going to tell Facebook Live bye formally. All right, y'all. Listen, wasn't this a great show?
This is a great show.
Wasn't this great? All right, let's come over here. There we go. Y'all, great show.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you guys so much. Again, if you've not shared this broadcast, let's get these numbers up, y'all, because what was shared today was life-changing for many. Life-changing for many. You got to change your perspective, guys. And we have to start looking at the possibilities rather than our limitations and our inadequacies. You can't look at, January through September any longer. You got to figure out, what are you doing October, November, and December. The push will pay off. You put forth the work, you push, and I promise you, God's going to come through. God's going to come through. So, Alicia, any final words?
Push.
Push, y'all.
I believe in you. Push. You can do it.
Yes. Oh, how can they connect with you?
Oh, y'all know. Follow me on Facebook.
Yes.
I have a website, www.teamcourageous.org. And just connect with me. Also go to I have a official page, Apostle Alicia, and I also have the Covenant Collision exclusive on Facebook.
Awesome.
So connect.
Awesome. And she'll post, y'all look out for the hub, the Apostolic Hub.
Yes.
Information.
Registration opens up on the 17th of September. So those that have expressed interest, I was sending the links, and those who sign up, those spots will be secured. And if I don't have 30 slots, then I'll reopen it. But registration begins on September 17th for your live.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. It's the Positivity Push with my guest, Alicia. My friend. Love you much. Love you much.
guys.
All right. See you guys.
My friend.
All right. See you guys.